Welcome back, Stacy's and Chads. Today I'm going to be doing a movie review for the new Invader Zim movie, Invader Zim Enter the Florpus. Now, I was looking for a movie. Right now it's about 1 in the morning, and I was getting tired earlier, and I was trying to find something that I could watch to calm down and fall asleep to. And I thought, why not have a little nostalgia bump and walk down memory lane and see what Jonan Vasquez's new feature film had to offer. And I picked the wrong fucking movie because this was one of the most energetic, adaptations, continuations of this story there could have possibly been. Now, I grew up in the 90s, and I loved the first 2 seasons of Invader Zim because there were only 2 seasons before it got canceled. The reason it got canceled was because it was so dark, and some of the decisions Jonan Vasquez made with his art, not including the fact that he originally made a comic called Johnny the Homicidal Maniac, which lives up to its name. This show, it was beloved by a lot of young people like me, but it was also despised by many others, so it didn't last long, and I am actually quite shocked that it got this movie. But I must say I'm incredibly happy it did, because not only did it live up to the over-the-top expectations I had, but it did so much more. I really appreciated the slightly new style because the original was a little darker in color and animation, a little rougher in movement. This is much more polished, but very, very much in the spirit of the original series. You're immediately introduced to your favorite characters, and it immediately becomes very loud, which I like. I like loud cartoons, I like loud movies, and Invader Zim is inherently loud. But I can listen to Slipknot before going to bed, and I can still sleep just fine. This, I don't know what this did, but it immediately captivated me into what was going to happen. You can never tell in this movie where the story is going to go, but every single move is great. The writing is great, the voice acting is great, just everything about this movie is great. The conclusion is great because I'm not going to spoil anything, but this movie is not an end cap. It's just more Zim. And that's what I wanted. I didn't want to see a cap to the story. In fact, I hope this gets enough attention that more movies, if not a full-on Netflix series for season 3, happens. I'm not going to spoil anything, but here's how I feel the movie goes. About 80% of it is screaming. About 70% of it is jokes. Throwaway jokes, well-written jokes, straight-up memes. But there's so much of it that once you get past one joke, if you don't like it, 5 seconds later there's going to be another one you're probably going to like. There's so many jokes that it's like someone throws a ton of ping pong balls at you, and if you catch a couple of them, you still got a couple of them. That's just how this writing went. I'm not going to ruin anything about the plot, but near the end, there's a lot of experimenting with different styles of animations. And this concludes the film by having an animation that they hang on for a bit that you don't expect. It's jarring. It's genuinely, upsetting a little bit. They hang on it for a bit, and then the credits roll. That's it. It's open-ended for hopefully another movie or a series, and I absolutely loved it. This was an absolute banger of a fucking update of a movie. I can't recommend it enough. I can't give it a perfect score because there was a couple little areas where there were lulls, and not LOLs, but lulls in the story, and some conveniences that I didn't like. But overall, I'm going to give this a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I highly recommend it. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe. And until next time, get out.